Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. We are your weekly source for the latest news, updates, discussions, in-depth base that branches out to beyond than just gaming. We're not only blurring the lines between gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. We're even amplifying voices from those respective fields, having their stories told here on the Impact Play. Join us as we record the show live over at twitch.tv backslash the Impact Play and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live or later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for the Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Join us on Patreon where Silver Recruits and above get the show ad free. Gold Recruits and above have exclusive access to not only the post show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience, plus early access to our VODs and so much more. Learn more and join today and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com backslash the Impact Play. If you haven't heard about Anchor, you're definitely missing out. Give it a try. It's free and simple. Plus, you've got nothing to lose. You don't need the best equipment out there. All you need is your phone and something to talk about. There's even creation tools that allow you to not only record, but also edit your podcast, all within the app. Whatever your passion is, Anchor is the surefire way to not only start your podcast, but also distribute it across a multitude of platforms, including Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts, and so much more. Download the free Anchor app or simply go to anchor.fm to get started. I'm your host Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Yagu, and this is episode 123. On the agenda, we have a Sega Microsoft partnership, Battlefield 2042 coming to Game Pass, Elden Ring's gameplay trailer reveal, a review roundup for Forza Horizon 5, Ubisoft's next Assassin's Creed game. Both Xbox and Nike are preparing for the metaverse, the LACMA Art and Film Gala, Marvel Studios' The Eternals, the UFC 268 results are in. The Atlanta Braves win the World Series. Travesty at Astroworld. The No Luggage Concert. The 2021 American Music Awards. Plus the top stories of the week. So we have some amazing news to share with you all. We are now officially an Epic partner. Meaning, for every purchase that you make within the Epic ecosystem, when you use our creator code, the Impact Play, we will get a commission of that will help support the show and will further elevate the show and take us to new heights at no extra cost. So people use that whenever you make any in-game purchase, any DLC or what have you, Fortnite, Rocket League, no matter what console. So use our creator code, the Impact Play. We get a percentage out of that will help elevate the show. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. This will help support us even more. So, hey Doug, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what I've been playing, what I've been enjoying, and essentially what I've been up to. So, what have you guys been up to lately this week? This week, I've barely played Rocket League because I've been busy constantly throughout the week. Especially last night, I was at a concert, which I'll talk about in one of our news stories later on in the show. Nice, that's good. Great. I've been doing good. It's just been busy lately. Literally, I've barely been playing any games lately. The only thing I played Rocket League, and I also played the demo for Metroid Dread, which I didn't like. It's not my type of game. And that was one of the games I was looking forward to this year. Literally, but it's not my jam. But I'm definitely going to be playing Far Cry 6 hopefully by next week, because this week I have an edit that I have to do from that concert from a live concert that I was at yesterday. So look forward to that on the Impact Plays Instagram and Twitter account. No, I'm not Twitter, TikTok accounts. So that's honestly it. Rocket League and that. I've been watching Lucifer lately on Netflix, but that's all I've been watching. But I'm definitely looking forward to watching The Eternals, which it is another news story for later on in the show. Hopefully by next weekend I'll be able to watch it. Oh, nice! You already 100%ed it. Nice, congrats. Yeah, literally. I'm almost gonna hop into Far Cry 6 by next week. I'm gonna start it by next weekend, for sure. Uh, yeah, that's about it. So I guess we're gonna hop into the news. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, let's see, and we're gonna start with your gaming play, folks. Once I find it, I found it. Yep, I did. That's literally one of our news segments. Literally, it's sad to hear though. But literally, after everything that happened, I literally heard about it last night. No, before last night. So I would say yesterday afternoon. That's when I heard about it. It's a travesty, literally. Okay, let's see. That's not it. Where are you? Give me. Found it. Okay. So, a Sega and Microsoft announced a next gen development alliance. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Game development is a lengthy process, with some gaming companies and devs opting to make decisions that affect their titles years in advance. In this case, Microsoft and Sega have just announced a decision to collaborate on any further game developments. Together, Microsoft have formed an alliance aiming to use their strength to help both companies with future projects going forward. So this is essentially, it's not like a Microsoft Sega acquisition or a partnership working on a new title. It's just an easier way for Sega to work on games essentially with Microsoft's technology. That's the way it says Microsoft, not Xbox. That's all it is, just using Microsoft Azure cloud services. But thank you, Game Rant, for that update. So, Battlefield 2042 is coming to EA Play and Xbox Game Pass. This has been a long time coming. So it'll start on November 12th, and it's essentially a free trial. So you have a 10-hour free time to start in game. So once you reach those 10 hours, you have the option to buy the game and continue your progress there. And there is also 3 maps coming to the game as well. So, according to Video Game Chronicle. So here's your review roundup for Forza Horizon 5, which is a game that I'm definitely looking forward to as well. So this is coming from GameStop, by the way. This review roundup on November 9th, literally. But of course, the media has early access to it, and GameSpot themselves gave it a 9 out of 10. The Gamer, a 5 out of 5. Games Radar, 5 out of 5. IGN, a 10 out of 10. Game Informer magazine, 9.5 out of 10. Wow, these scores are high. GamesBeat, a 4 out of 5. Wow, I've never seen a game score that high before. It's usually like some high and some low. So it'll be like a good average. But this is like everybody scored it high. But I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I already have it pre-installed. So that's definitely, as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna be streaming this day one. So expect a live stream for this on its release. So be sure you're following us here. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we do go live. So, moving on. Okay, where are you? Minecraft is finally making its debut on Xbox Game Pass for PC, with both its original Java version and the Windows 10 and 11 Bedrock Edition, hitting the service through a new unified Microsoft launcher. It's two Microsofts for one price because, well, that's how the Game Pass subscription works, and in the future, that will be how Microsoft works generally. So, as of today, players who download Minecraft through Xbox Game Pass for PC will play through the unified Minecraft launcher that handles both the Java and Bedrock editions. So, So literally, that's two editions of the game essentially you're getting, and this came from PC Gamer. So Netflix gaming service is now available in the US, and it's expanding its service to 190 countries, including Canada. But it still requires subscribers to own either an Android smartphone or a tablet to play. So it is limited exclusively to those platforms. So it has already begun the rollout. So expect an update shortly if you guys aren't able to access it. So among the games included in the service is Stranger Things 3, the game. So it's only you can only use it with touch control, so you can't use a Razer Kishi or even a wireless controller at the moment. So thank you, IGN. Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 have been delayed. Well, not really delayed, but pushed to a later date. Because essentially, when they were first announced, there was no release date in sight. But the the assumption was it would be released in sometime next year in 2022. But now it's saying that expect a release date sometime in 2023, literally. So thank you, Games Industry that biz. Oh, so they were okay. I got it. So okay, that's good. That's a nice little partnership. Well, okay, good to know. I appreciate that. So here's a Halo Reach secret that finally made its way into the light 10 years later after its release. In a 11-year-old story, details from the Halo Reach limited edition journal has been confirmed in new marketing material for the upcoming Halo Infinite. Very little has been revealed about the plot of the sequel other than the fact that players will will battle the Banished and its leader as Ashara as Master Chief's attempt to regain control of Zeta Halo and discover the truth behind Cortana and her rampancy in Halo 5 Guardians. So that's a nice little Easter egg for you guys. Thank you, Screen Rant, for that. Riot Games is branching out alongside the launch of its new Netflix series Arcane. Riot has partnered with Epic to add a Jinx skin to Fortnite and bring its whole PC library to the Epic Game Store. And I believe Act One of Arcane is available now on Netflix. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm planning to watch that this week as well. And I'll give you guys a spoiler review maybe by next week. Ba-ba. So we have Marvel's Avengers update, which adds a new Claw raid and the PlayStation exclusive Hero Spider-Man on November 30th. So I haven't yet tried this game because it is on Game Pass. I'll hopefully try it throughout the week as well. So look forward to that. Devolver Digital has gone public, with Sony acquiring a minority stake into the company. So it is the largest US based company to ever go live on the London Stock Exchange, floating at around 950 million, thanks to GamesIndustry.biz and PC Gamer for this article. Sony has already made a 5% investment in the publisher, with Chinese video game Behemoth? NetEase, wow, first time I heard of that, purchasing an 8% stake. Devolver says its staff are still the majority owners, though with its founders and all current employees owning a stake in the company. In an announcement, Devolver called the milestone a kind of validation, for the team's hard work since 2009, adding, "We're insanely proud of what we've accomplished over the past decade, and we genuinely believe this will make us even better." Well, so that's a tremendous thing. Because Devolver Digital has been around for a while. here's an article coming from GamesIndustry.biz. During EA's Q2 investor call, CEO Andrew Wilson addressed the company's ongoing FIFA licensing negotiations and its interest in NFTs. Regarding the publisher's future with the professional football brand, he provided a positive outlook. With respect to license negotiation, I would start by saying we have great relationships with all our partners, all 300 of them, including FIFA, said Wilson. We further explained that EA is exploring how fans can be more culturally involved with the brand. For example, by providing more digital experiences that extend beyond the game. So this is just them exploring with the idea of NFTs. It's not like an official announcement or anything like that. So if once we get anything official, we'll keep you guys updated as well. Chinese Fortnite servers in Chinese is shutting down due to the lack of audience. Ah, wow. What was that? Really? Wow. Because literally NFTs are hasn't even make any waves lately, but it's a nice thing as well. It's like an actual physical, but it, it gives you like actual ownership of the NFT. People think of it, oh, it's just a screenshot, but it's more than just a screenshot. Like you own the rights to it as well. All right, moving on. So we have an update for you in regards to Ubisoft's X Defiant. Introducing Xbrief, a monthly update from the X Defiance development team, where we will be discussing the topics and feedback brought up by our community. For our first topic, X Defiance Associate Game Director Scott Derasostomo and Executive Producer Mark Rubin takes us through one of the most common feedback drivers during the closed test time to kill. All of these changes and improvements come first and foremost from the feedback you and other players have shared with us. So we have the blog here, but this is just them giving more transparency and more community involvement. So that's all it is. All right, now I'm gonna move on to this Elden Ring gameplay that was revealed from Software, where it revealed 15 minutes of gameplay. So I looked at the fundamentals of the game, of course, how gameplay mechanics, all that works. We're not gonna get into it because we're trying to keep the spoiler free as possible. But if you guys are interested, be sure to check out the Elden Ring gameplay trailer article over on IGN. And there is also a collector's edition that has been revealed. That will include a steelbook, a 40-page art book, a digital soundtrack, and a 23 centimeter tall statue of Melania, Blade of Makala. And the premium version of the collector's edition comes with all that, plus a one-to-one scale replica of Melania's winged helmet. And the premium collector's edition is exclusive to the Bandai Namco store. So it will be released on February 25th of 2022. So we have a new Halo Infinite teaser that reveals the origin of Master Chief's grapple shot. This was coming from GameStop, by the way. So we have a new UNSC archives that reveals the origins of Project Magnus, which would evolve into the grapple shot. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check out Halo Infinite UNSC archives Project Magnus over on YouTube. from the Xbox's YouTube channel. Developer, Blooper Team, and publisher Rogue Games are collaborating together for their next project on a new generation hardware and PC. Blooper Blooper Team, Bluebird Team is most recently is mo- is known recently for the Medium as well as the Layers of Fear, Observer, and Blair Witch. Rogue Games is made up of industry veterans from many different companies such as Sony, Activision, Electronic Arts, and Apple. We couldn't be more excited to collaborate with Rogue on this incredible project, wrote Blooper Team CEO Piotr Piano in a statement. We pride ourselves on making games that push the boundaries of originality and immersion, and we're delighted to be working alongside a company that shares our vision. So no details has been revealed about the game, other than it's aiming to utilizing the newest generation of consoles of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles. Yep. Okay. Oops. Sorry. So our next one we're going to is Animal Crossing, the newest update. If you guys have already updated the newest DLC, so now it'll automatically pull your wheats for you instead of you coming to the island 6 months later. Such as myself, I haven't played it like nearly a year. But you could, what does it say here? From Leaf. But cockroaches will still be in your house as well. In addition, so there is a bug going on now that Nintendo is warning in regards to the Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise. Players about a new unspecified bug that spawns if they attempt to remodel an island resident's home while the gates of the airport are open. So, so literally, it's Nintendo recommends you to close your airport in order to avoid this bug. In the meantime, while an update is being worked on, or should I say a fix. According to esports charts and corrugated by upcomer.com, the final game in the World's 21 finals between DWG Kia and Edward Gaming hit 4 million peak viewers, a new record for a League of Legends esports and a full game series. Edward Gaming won the first championship in the organization's history and beat the reigning world champions to do it. Viewership shot up as DWG Kia and EDG faced off in first game 5 in a World's final since 2016. So that's an astonishing feat, right? That's about it. And lastly, Ubisoft has shared some new details on Assassin's Creed Unity, the codename for the company's next big Assassin's Creed game. As part of Ubisoft's latest earning briefing, CEO Yves Golemat, hopefully I didn't botch that, confirmed the title is then a free-to-play game and added that it will be a huge game featuring everything fans love about the series. It's not going to be a free-to-play game, quote-unquote. Guillemot said the game is going to have a lot of narrative elements in it. It's going to be a very innovative game, but will have what players already have in all of the other Assassin's Creed games. All the elements that they love right from the start. So it's going to be a huge game, both with lots of elements that already exist in the games that we've published in the past. A report said that the game won't be released until sometime in 2024. So don't expect anything in the meantime. So, moving on from gaming, we're gonna move on to tech. There we are. And we're gonna start with Microsoft is planning 3D metaverse apps for Xbox and gaming. This is coming from The Verge. Microsoft has just announced its Microsoft Teams metaverse for meetings and video calls, but the company also has plans for gaming and entertainment. Speaking to Bloomberg TV, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella says that software manufacturers absolutely focus on gaming for the metaverse with Xbox. You can absolutely expect us to do things in gaming, says Nadella. If you take Halo as a game, it is a metaverse. Minecraft is a metaverse, and so is Flight Sim. In some sense, they're 2D today, and the question is, can you take that to a full 3D world? And we absolutely plan to do so, which I'm definitely looking forward to. We've been waiting to see what Microsoft will do for Minecraft to transform it into a metaverse for VR and AR headsets for years. Something I'm definitely looking forward to mixed reality, and the metaverse is definitely will be a core part of it. So moving on to Nike now. According to CNBC, Nike has filed 7 trademark applications as it prepares to enter the metaverse. As part of the application, the company indicated its intent to make and sell virtual branded sneakers and apparel. People familiar with Nike's plans said that the space is a priority for the brand, and consumers can expect to see more virtual rollouts in the months ahead. And then this one's coming over from Road to VR. During the Connect 2021 conference last week, Meta Reality Labs chief scientist Michael Brush offered a high-level overview of some of the R&D that's behind the company's multi-billion-dollar push into mixed reality and the metaverse. Michael Brush leads the team as Meta Reality Labs research has been tasked with researching technologies that the company believes could be fundamental to mixed reality and the metaverse decades into the future. Literally, I'm excited for what the future is to come. And we're not done just yet. This next was coming over from The Verge. Facebook was planning a high-end virtual and augmented reality headset coding project, Cambria, the device which has been teased briefly during Facebook's Connect keynote, features cameras that pass high-resolution, full-color video to the headset screens. It's supposed to include cutting-edge features that Facebook can't yet include in the Oculus Quest lineup, but there's no price or exact release date yet. Although Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg says it's a completely new project that will sit at the high end of the price spectrum and will apparently see the device released sometime next year. So I'm really looking forward to it. So all this. And now moving on to some Mac news. A report covering Apple's successor to existing Apple Silicon details to further processors aimed at the new Mac Pro and MacBook Air and more. This is coming from Apple Insider. And next generation of Apple Silicon processors will reportedly come in variants known by the codenames Ibiza, Lobos, and Palma. These are said to be separate from Rhodes, the codename for a second generation family of processors aimed at future MacBook Pro models. According to the information, unspecified sources who claim direct knowledge of Apple's plans say that each of second generation will contain 2 dies compared to the one in M1, M1 Pro, and M1 Max. Most will be made using an upgraded version of the 5 nanometer process used to make those processors. All right. And lastly, and now so Apple has fixed a bug that left Macs unable to turn on after the update. It's apparently safe for everyone else to update to the Mac OS Monterey without the new software paralyzing their computers. All right. So moving on to entertainment. And starting, we have the LACMA Art and Film Gala. Its 10th and its 10th annual edition honored Steven Spielberg as well as Kahinda Willie and Amy Sherald, portrait artists for President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama. Presented by Gucci, the star-studded affair at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art was hosted by Leonardo DiCaprio, and the LACMA trustee Eva Chow. Guests included Miley Cyrus, Lil Nas X, Jared Leto. What is this? Oh, Dakota Johnson, Ridley Scott, Salma Hayek, Eva Longoria, Phoebe Bridges, and the cast of Squid Games, Paris Hilton, Addison Rae, Eva DuVernay, Tracy Elise Ross. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I blinked out. Guillermo del Toro, Jeff Bezos, Bob Iger, Billie Eilish, James Corden, Cody Smith McPhee, Jodie Turner Smith, Serena Williams, and even Olivia Wilde. The gala what's it saying? The gala coincides with the opening of two exhibits: the Obama Portraits Tour and the Black American Portraits. The Obama portraits featuring the official portrait of President Obama by Wiley and Michelle Obama by Sherald, and that are permanently housed by the Smithsonian Institution's National Portrait Gallery. Okay, that was a mouthful. Life would always scare me. Okay. The upcoming and recently delayed Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, has been shut down. Has shut down its production. Actor Letitia Wright, who plays T'Challa's genie sister Shuri, and was previously reported to have a vocal anti-COVID vaccine stance on set, suffered an injury while filming that was pretty severe due to warrants everything going into stasis through the remainder of 2021. So, a representative for Wright said that the actor has been recovering in London since September from injuries sustained on the set and is looking forward to returning to work early 2022. So, following the news, Marvel insists that the film's release date shouldn't be impacted enough to warrant another delay. So, we'll just have to stay tuned for more information. Now, here's your Eternals review roundup. And critics are divided over the new movie. Uh, so, here's the review roundups created by comicbook.com. So Eternals will likely be one of the more diverse films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The strong characters and visuals will be enough for some fans to consider it one of the best of the franchise, while others will find it a messy plot and its extended runtime a hard pill to swallow. No matter how you feel about Eternals, there's no denying Phase 4 is off to an exciting start. USA Today, utilizing Zhao's penchant for naturalistic environments, Eternals looks like any other Marvel movie, and is perhaps the most welcoming for MCEO neophytes in forever. There's as many references to Superman as there are to Thor, and it helps to cast 10 ridiculously attractive people as characters even comic book fans deem obscure. The Observer. This is a film that asks on a grand scale questions we grapple with every day. How do we navigate and understand difference? Why do we value humanity so much when humans often do not seem to value each other? CNN. Granted, the beauty of Marvel's interlocking universe is that by playing the long game, that pieces built upon each other, so that appraisal might change as the next phase comes fully into shape. Eternals certainly doesn't lack for ambition, but for now, Marvel, em- emboldened by its success, has reached for the stars without quite getting there. And here's one. The last was coming from the Guardian. That's the problem. There's just too much going on. It's all headed towards yet another race against time to stop the really bad thing happening climax. It's not exactly boring. There's always something new to behold, but not for its particular, but nor it's particularly exciting. And it lacks the breezy wit of Marvel's best movies. One of the strengths of the MCU to date is how to take time to define each character individually, laying the ground narrative over successive movies, building in a sense of momentum. Here it's all thrown out. Here it's all thrown together at once. So, so it's like it's mostly the same, but then it's like divided, I guess. But speaking of the Eternals, the box office has made $71 million and its debut in North America and worldwide 161.7 million, which makes it the second biggest global opening of the pandemic era. So here's some new updates for you guys. Stephen Amell, star of the Stars wrestling drama Heels, took to Twitter to announce on Wednesday to confirm that the show had been officially been greenlit for season 2. A Paw Patrol movie sequel has been announced, according to Nickelodeon and Spin Master, and it has a theoretical release for October of 2023. American Dad is getting a season 19 premiere date on TBS on January 24th. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We'll be getting season 15, and the premiere date is set for December 2nd, and we're streaming on FX, on Hulu, and we're streaming on FX and Hulu the next day. So Hulu renews the Wu-Tang American drama for the third and final season. We have a new look into The Boys season 3. We have a first look into Crimson Countless, a member of Payback, which we'll show you in a bit. For all you audio listeners, you are definitely missing out if you are going back to watch the VOD over on YouTube, if you aren't able to join us live on Twitch. Star Trek fans might be able to look forward to a film similar to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, according to Paramount CEO. Speaking to THR, Star Trek Prodigy writer Alex Kurtzman and Paramount Pictures CEO Brian Robbins both spoke about the possibility of a Star Trek Prodigy movie. Prodigy is the latest Star Trek animated series that is currently airing on Paramount Plus, and Robbins said that they've already started talking about what a movie could look like. So it's unclear how much inspiration this potential Star Trek movie could take from Into the Spider-Verse, but based on the interview, it seems like Kurtzman is specifically talking about Spider-Verse's appeal to the whole family. So we're done with entertainment. Now we're gonna move on to sports, folks. Your sports play. Found it. Atlanta Braves are your World 2021 World Champions. So they defeated the Houston Astros 7-0, but throughout the series, it was 4-2. So there was also a parade, as well as a concert by Ludacris and Big Boy at what's it called? Trest Park, really? All right, moving on. UFC 268 results are in. And here's an article that's created by sportingnews.com. The first fight between Kamara Usman and Colby Covington delivered UFC fans a classic. Their second clash was no different. The two welterweights, the champion and the number one contender, respectively lasted the full 5 rounds Saturday night at the Madison Square Garden in New York. Usman took control early, connecting on a few heavy hits and knocking Covington down twice in the second round. Covington didn't back down, however, as he turned up the aggressiveness in the later rounds to stave off a potential knockoff and work his way toward a decision. When the cards were in, it was Usman who won by unanimous decision to retain his belt and further cement his place atop UFC's pound-for-pound fighter rankings. Usman wasn't the only fighter cited to defend his title. Rose Namajuanas, I don't know if I botched it or no, but I apologize if I did, also went the full 5 rounds against Zhang Weili in defense of her women's star weight belt. Zhang did damage early with a few kicks, putting the champion on her heels, but Neil Majunas got going in the later rounds and had a critical takedown in the fifth that wound up making a decision into the fight. So now I'm going to move on to NFL. So we have some injury reports for you guys ahead of Week 9. The Tennessee Titans running back Derrick Henry is out indefinitely after undergoing surgery for a foot injury he suffered in Week 8 against the Indianapolis Colts. The Green Bay Packers are without a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, for their showdown with the Kansas City Chiefs, and Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19. Green Bay will, however, get its top receiver back this week as Devontae Adams was back at practice after missing last week because of a positive COVID-19 test. So Dev Prescott is set to start for the Dallas Cowboys after missing last week's game with a calf injury. Tyrod Taylor was named the starter for the Houston Texans after missing the previous 6 games with a hamstring injury. Carolina Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey has been designated for return from injured reserve. And then let's see what else we got. So Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas announced that he's out for the season after suffering an ankle injury. And we have some score updates for you guys. All right. The Packers defeat the Cardinals 24-21. The Panthers defeat the Falcons 19-13. The Titans defeat the Colts 34-31. The Bills beat the Dolphins 26-11. The Jets beat the Bengals 34-31. The Steelers defeat the Browns 15-10. The Eagles demolish the Lions 44-6. And the Rams pull ahead of the Texans 38-22. The 49ers defeat the Bears for 33-22. The Patriots defeat the Chargers 27-24. The Seahawks they creamed the Jaguars 31-7. The Saints pull ahead of the Buccaneers 36-27. And the Broncos defeat the Washington football team 17-10. The Cowboys pull ahead of the Vikings 20-16. And the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the New York Giants 20-17. And the Colts pull ahead of the Jets 45-30. And lastly, we have, speaking of, I forgot to mention this earlier, of the Atlanta Braves winning the world championship. That's something I would like to show you. If I could find it. Oops. There we go. They've dived into the world of NFTs to celebrate the World Championship Atlanta Braves with the MLB World Series collection, the Commissioner's Trophy. NFTs and medallions are available and are up for collector's games with the Fanatics gear and NFT bundle. The gold and bronze trophy NFTs are no longer available, and however, the silver trophy and the medallion are available for 7 days after the conclusion of the World Series. Are still available now, so you can get the medallion if you want, or you could get the 2021 World Series silver trophy if you purchase at least a piece of merchandise from the Fanatics online store. And the total value has to be a minimum of $250. But let's sign in and show you my collection. So I have the 2021 World Series Silver Trophy. A piece of history. A piece of history, folks. See? And now I'm going to show you guys the medallion as well. Literally. So I'm glad to be an owner of these two amazing NFTs. Alright. So that's about it for your supposed to play, folks. And now we're gonna move on to music. You can buy your tickets to now for Alan Walker at the District Atlanta concert. And tickets are very limited at the moment. Cardi B is set to host the 2021 American Music Awards at NBC. Thank you, ABC 7 for that. And we have the full list of the nominees. The Artist of the Year, we have Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, DTS, Drake, Olivia Rodrigo, and The Weeknd. The favorite trending song, we have Bust It by Ariana Banks, Beggin' by Maneskin, Body by Megan Thee Stallion, Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, and we have Darrell by Papuna. So we have New Artist of the Year, 24K Golden, Give On, Masked Wolf, Olivia Rodrigo, and The Kid Lardy. Collaboration of the Year, 24K Golden, featuring Iana Dior and Mood, Bad Bunny and Hey Cortez and The Kitty? Chris Brown and Young Thug and Go Crazy. Doja Cat featuring CZA, Kiss Me More. Justin Bieber and featuring Danielle Caesar and Give On and Peaches. Favorite music video: Sonic, Bruno Mars Anderson and Pac and Leave the Door Open, Cardi B and Up, Lil Nas X and Montero, Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License, and in the Weekend, Save Your Tears. Favorite male pop artist? We have Drake, Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Lil Nas X, and The Weeknd. Favorite female pop artist? Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Olivia Rodrigo, and Taylor Swift. Favorite pop duo or group? AGR, BTS, Glass Animals, Maroon 5, and Silk Sonic. Favorite pop album? Ariana Grande in Positions, Dua Lipa in Future Nostalgia, Olivia Rodrigo in Sour, Taylor Swift in Evermore, and The Kid Laroi in F Love. Favorite pop song? BTS Butter, Doja Cat featuring CZA and Kiss Me More, Dua Lipa in Lafaya Thing, Olivia Rodrigo in Driver's License, and The Weeknd and Ariana Grande in Save Your Tears remix. Favorite male country artist? We have Chris Stapleton, Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Luke Combs, and Morgan Mallon. Favorite female country artist? We have Carrie Underwood, Gabby Barrett, Casey Musgraves, Maureen Maurice, and Miranda Lambert. Favorite country duo or group? Dan and Shy, Florida Georgia Line, Lady A, Old Dominion, and Zac Brown Band. Favorite country album? We have Starting Over by Chris Stapleton, Goldmine by Gabby Barrett. We have Hey World by Lee Bryce, Born Here, Live Here, Die Here by Luke Bryan, and the double album by Morgan Mallon. Favorite country song? Chris Stapleton and Starting Over, Chris Young and Kanye Brown and Famous Friends, Gabby Barrett and The Good Ones, Luke Combs and Forever After All, and Walk Hayes and Fancy Like. Favorite male hip hop artist? Drake, Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, and Polo G and Pop Smoke. Favorite female hip hop artist? Cardi B, Coy Leray, Erica Banks, Megan Thee Stallion, and Saweetie. Favorite hip hop album? We have Drake Certified Lover Boy, Juice WRLD Legends Never Die, Megan Thee Stallion Good News, Pop Smoke Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, and Rod Wave Soul Fly. Favorite hip hop song? Cardi B in Up, Internet Money featuring Gunna, Fun Liva and Nav, and Lemonade. Lil TJ featuring 6 Lock, Calling My Phone, Polo G Chopstar, and Pop Smoke, What You Know But Love. And if you guys are interested in checking out the full list, be sure to check out the article over on abc7.com. Moving on. So now we're gonna go into this Travis Scott and what happened to Astroworld. So out of Astroworld, he did release 2 new songs plus a video. Escape Plan, as well as Boya One Da and Johanna Sweet assisted Record Mafia. So essentially, it happened in Houston, Texas. And now we're going to go into essentially what happened. What we know so far, this was created by Complex.com. So Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival took a tragic turn Friday night after a crowd surged, resulted in 8 deaths and hundreds of reported injuries. The incident occurred on day 1 of the sold-out music event held at NRG Park in Houston, where about 50,000 people gathered to catch performances by Lil Baby, SZA, Robbie Pitch, Don Toliver, and more. Local authorities have confirmed that the fatalities early Saturday have since launched an investigation to determine what exactly had happened and how it may have been presented. As we wait for further developments, we've broken down key details of what we know so far. So, according to law enforcement, a large group of concertgoers rushed toward the main stage shortly after 9 p.m. to catch Travis Scott's headlining performance. Witnesses say that the surge caused attendees to fall to the ground and pass out as others screamed for help and passed and pleaded for the show to stop. Everything was normal up until when Travis posted the time he was going to get on stage. 22-year-old the Novan Davis told Rolling Stone, "That's when it just goes wild. The crowd was moving so violently that people fell on top of us, and they felt people fell on top of them. There was just layers and layers and layers of people falling." And Travis Scott also did a video on his Instagram page as well, saying he didn't find out about what happened until afterwards. So let's see. So day two has been canceled. Let's see something. Okay. So the victims were 14, 16, 2 were 21, 2 were 23, and 1 was 27. So at least 25 people were transported to the hospital. Of those, 30 remained hospitalized Saturday afternoon. Let me see. Let me try to get into the details here. Let's see. What the heck was that? That was weird. Yeah, people were trampled, literally. So I'm not seeing any specific details. No matter how I look forward, look into this. So we have a security officer that went unconscious. That was pricked by a needle. But it looks like it was a fire that broke out too. But literally, no matter how I look into this, I don't see nothing about a fire. Okay, I see. Then after that, St. Pete broke out, and people got even more injured from that. That's essentially what happened. All right. For now, we're gonna go into this no luggage concert that I was at yesterday. So it was a creation of a lot of talented artists within the Atlanta area and the local Atlanta area. So it started around, I would say, about 10:30 and finished at about 1:30. No, I finished at about 1. So I would say about roughly 3 hours of amazing talents to celebrate uh, a good friend of mine, Dre's, or on his social, he's Dre Day 3.0. So DREDAY 3.0 on his social. So be sure to check him out. Be sure to check him out on Spotify as well for his latest release. But they did such a tremendous job as well. He did such a tremendous job as well. So I did. I was there to support him as I was there for work as well. So I do have a whole bunch of content that I've recorded there, and then I'm gonna hopefully throughout the week or by next week, I'm gonna compile a sort of a highlight reel. So look forward to that on our social channels at the Impact Play on Instagram and on TikTok as well. So be sure you're following us on both channels. So this was all the way in Lake City as well. So some of the artists are Blair Serenity, Kaylee Alexandria, AK Vibe, Ricky James, Hay Zelbs, and Spliff Star. And it was presented by, let me see if I can get the host. Give me a second. I should say hosted by. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Oh, here it is. Flip Mode, Legend, Spliff Star. So I definitely had a blast. And yeah, literally, when I came home, I was exhausted. That's why I didn't start the show until late, even though we were scheduled to start the show early in the morning, around 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. But because of that, I and plus the we were in daylight savings time, so the time went back an hour, so I was able to get an hour of sleep. So thank God for that. All right, moving on. Camila Campbell is gearing up to release her third solo studio album, Familia, but is treating fans to a fun surprise while waiting for the record's release. Don't Go Yet. Cabela's lead single from Familia is now featured on Just Dance 2022. The singer sat down with Billboard to discuss the track being a big part of the wildly popular interactive dance game, as well as what to expect from her forthcoming album. To reach you to checking out the article, be sure to check it out on Billboard. So, Rihanna may not have any constant updates on what's to come of her untitled next album, but the singer's turned mogul is keeping her fans occupied with a reissue of her entire discography. And Rihanna has announced a special limited edition release of all 8 of her albums on vinyl, which will feature a unique colors, exclusive apparel, and merchandise. All of the records starting from Reed's 2005 release Music of the Sun up to 2016's Anti. Her most recent release will feature a 1 or 2 record box set specially curated by the singer, who has curated each record's packaging. The sets range from 100 to 140 and are currently available for pre-order now, but is scheduled to ship Thursday, November 11th, according to her official website. On Thursday, Jimmy Fallon has revealed that Taylor Swift will guest star on The Tonight Show on Thursday, November 11th, the night before Red comes out. The South Korean entertainment agency HYBE, home to K-pop superstars BTS, is teaming with the Universal Music Group for the first ever Hype and Geffen Global Girl Group Audition Challenge. The alliance, announced on Thursday, November 4th, will find the two powerhouses launching a global, diverse, and multi-talented girl pop group made up of artists around the world who are deeply passionate about music and aspire to be the next global star. According to the release, the collaboration marks the first time a US record label and a K-pop entertainment company have teamed up to flex their A&R music powerhouse to assemble, develop, and introduce a group from ground zero. The audition process is seeking female artists between 15 and 19-year-olds who can sing, rap, dance, and or produce. Interested performers are asked to send a 1-minute video or music file showcasing their performance. So I'm going to share with you guys the link if you guys are interested. And now we have five uplifting moments in Lion music this week. After 3 sold out nights at the iconic Solicillo de Puerto Rico with over 45,000 people in attendance across all 3 shows, Universal Music presented by Jai Cortez with a special plaque that recognized his last set, Timeless, as a now RAA certified platinum album, featuring 17 tracks that go from hardcore reggaeton to dance to house. The album peaked at number 2 on Billboard's Top Latin Albums chart on September 17th. The 3 concerts in his native Puerto Rico included surprise performances by Wisin, Archangel, Jai Wheeler, Sach, and Bad Bunny, who joined Cortez to perform their smash hit, Daquiri. Camilo and Ovaluna performed their latest collaboration, Endigo, during The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Friday, November 5th, marking the television debut for their song. Set for December 18th through the 19th at the Miami-Dade County Fair and Expo, Vibra Urbana announced their full Miami 2021 lineup. The list of names includes artists such as Caso, El Alfa, Der Farina, Leono, amongst others, who join. Previously announced performers include Zach, Don Omar, Animal AA, Ru Alejandro, and Neo Garcia. Rosalia announced her new album will drop in 2022. The Spanish star took to social media to announce her forthcoming set is coming soon. Daddy Yankee has become co-owner of Puerto Rican baseball team Los Cangrejeros de Santos baseball team. So as expected, Kanye West's Drink Champs interview created quite the stir. During his 2.5-hour sit-down, the polarized multi-hyper night spoke candidly about a wide range of topics, including his ongoing divorce from Kim Kardashian, his rocky relationship with Drake, his infamous VMAs moment with Taylor Swift, and his pushback against cancel culture. Of course, his comments were met with mixed reactions from both fans and celebrities alike, many of whom were name dropped in the episode took to social media to share their feedback. If you guys are interested in checking that out, we have Big Sean responding, Just Blaze, Jay-Z, Drake, and yeah. So lastly, Billie Eilish, Anderson .Paak, and John Patisi are among the stars who will make their way to Sesame Street for the beloved children's program's 52nd season. The show announced this week that the series, which will return to HBO Max on November 11th, which will also welcome Casey Musgraves, astronaut Dr. Mae Jemison, and tennis star Naomi Osaka, and actress Keke Palmer. So new episodes will be dropping every Thursday for the upcoming season. So we're done with the show, folks. So now we're going to move on to read email. Guys, interested in sending us free email? Here's how. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, if any questions that you may have for us by sending us read email on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/ImpactPlay, or even by sending us an email to reademail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, maybe even be featured on a future episode or even a special read email segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play a part of your day. If you wish to join our community server over on Discord, be sure to enter exclamation Discord in chat now. Guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on our Twitch channel. And literally, the only thing we have left are the views. So share the channel with your friends and family, anyone who believes we're from the show. Join us when we go live. Lurk if you must. Every little bit helps. Help us overcome this. And we are close. And we have another milestone that we are going to announce here. We are close to reaching 10,000 views over on our YouTube channel. If you were to check out our reaction videos that we upload continuous basis over at youtube.com/TheImpactPlay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Leave us a review if you're just rating on your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much. And for those of you who are at least a Gold Recruit and above, I'll see you on the post show. This is exclusively to our Patreon supporters, Gold Recruits and above. But everyone else, I'll see you all next time.